Very proud. I'm very proud of the football club. I want to say that first. I'm proud of our fans, the way they backed the team and myself and the staff right to the very end. And it was a familiar pattern, really. I think it was something that I've seen since I've been at the club in terms of missed opportunities, really. I think we have to look at it and say over the last 3 games we've had golden opportunities to win games, golden. And that continued tonight. We shot ourselves in the foot with the penalty. It's nothing, you know. The lad's made a meal of it, so to speak. He's gone down. The ref's bought it, but you can't touch somebody in the box. I don't want to go on and on about officials at all, because that would be a weakness to do that. I just think maybe the game should have been handled a little bit better, because really and truthfully, I think that we saw a team come to us again with no real desire to play the game. So it was constant attacks from Sacramento again. It was, I'd seen this before. I was just looking for some quality from wide areas. We didn't quite get that ball into the box that we're looking for. But look, if I'm honest, when I came in and we were 7th in the league, there was a lot of must-win games, and I was a little bit worried that we might not even make the playoffs, if I'm honest. So I'm pleased with the run. It's been a good run. It's the first defeat in a long time, and it's come. They haven't beaten us in open play. We've sort of given a silly penalty away. So defensively, I think we've been really bright. I just think the last 3 games we've had so many chances to score, and I think if it was out there now, we probably wouldn't hit the back of the net. So, we need to reflect now. We need to look at 2 playoff campaigns, which we must be proud of as a club. Want us to be proud of that, and see how we can improve next season.
And like you said, tonight's game was kind of a little bit of a pattern of a team coming here and really doing more to try and shut down Republic's attack than maybe.
Yeah, and waste time, and the quicker we sort of, one of the things I have seen, the quicker we learn that if a player just goes down when we're in our best spell of the game and a player decides to sit on the floor, the quicker as officials they realise, don't blow the whistle, come on. It's about the game and the supporters who have paid to come in, and they blow the whistle and then we give them the football back, they get the football back. And they have a drinks break. So they're things that I've seen here from teams. I was disappointed that they did it the size of club they are, so I was disappointed that they did that. We'll never resort to that. You'll never ever see us resort to that. And I was really proud the way we conducted ourselves. I know there were some scuffles on the field, but that's just because the players care and because they saw, gamesmanship. But we've seen games at Sacramento where it's littered with, non-playing teams, really.
And you mentioned the supporters a little bit earlier. As a lot of people in USL understand and they know of the Tower Bridge Battalion, but as a coach that kind of came in halfway through the season, what do you have to think about what you saw from them and the support that they gave the team?
They're incredible. I've never ever known a group of fans from minute 1 to minute 97 and a half, because we missed 30 seconds for some reason, sing and cheer, and you saw them at the end. I think they appreciate the style we played in. I think they appreciate the effort the players have given, because the players have given everything, and rightly so. But they are a remarkable part of this football club. Arguably the biggest part of the club by a country mile. They're fantastic, and a big thank you for their support. And we're just sorry that we just couldn't, get the win that probably on play and on attacking play we deserved minimum a draw. It should have been going into overtime, but it's not to be. And what we must do now is look to the future and improve for next season.
Coach, what happened on the penalty?
I think it's just. I think Emre would be the first to put his hands up and say he didn't need to do what he did. Okay, he didn't need to put his arm anywhere near the player. The player wasn't even going to get on the ball. The ball was flying out the back. It was a second of madness, and Emre would know that, and he tried to make up for it second half, but. We know at Sacramento when we gift the team a goal, and in fairness, we've cut that out. I think one of the biggest things we've done is cut out soft goals. All right, you've seen 3 shutouts prior to this, and again in open play, they've not really hurt us. So we're doing a lot of things right. We just really did maybe gift them the game, give them the lift they needed, because it was a constant theme. It was a constant theme of Dominic rolling the ball out and us attacking and getting down into areas. And near the end, we had 2 or 3 very good chances. I mean, Stewart's is an excellent chance, 1v1.
And how is Sherrod Can you
I was,
what
yeah,
happened? Did he get knocked out?
yeah, he flicked it on. It was a brave flick, and the boy just caught him late. Yeah, it was disappointing that Mark couldn't stay on the field. But look, you know, we hadn't scored in the last 2 games, and I've rotated the 3 strikers. We've got 3 senior strikers at the club.
Did he get knocked out?
Yeah, well, we're never going to take any risk with that. You know, when you get head injuries, you know, that bad, and he stayed down for that long, and Mark's a tough boy. It was a case of, you know, taking him straight off. You know, the welfare of the players is the most important thing always.
And why start him tonight over?
Because Justin scored the majority of his goals away from home. Okay, so if you look before I came in, Justin had scored probably 3 in 20 games maybe, and then the 5 he's got for me, 4 have been on the road, a brace away twice, and 1 here. Mark scored 1 here. So, you know, I owe it to the players. I've come in, I've said I'd be fair to all the players, and I thought I owed it to make that switch. And I don't think that was our downfall tonight. I think the game maybe should still be going on. Like I go back to, you know, if you gift a team a goal like we did, the last time we did that was probably away at Switchbacks with a silly handball. So that's disappointing, you know, and you can see the disappointment on Emra's face. But he's played so well this season. It's always the way in football. He's been electric down that right side. So disappointment comes in football. It comes. It's the first disappointment we've had as a club. What we've got to do is be proud. Be proud of the way we've gone about our play this year and how we've done things, you know, in a difficult stage, you know, 9 games ago, and build for next year. Try and put a team together again now. It's my job now to put a team together. I'd like as many to stay as possible, but a team together that can really excite the fans and certainly, and our strikers won't mind me saying it, you know, I think our strikers have got to be looking next year to get into double figures come the end of the season. I think that's going to be key.
When you talk about next year, sometimes, you know, it's very disappointing when the season comes to an end. But as a coach, you learn more about your players in a loss sometimes than you do in a win. Who do you have a lot more respect for based on how they fought? Even though it was tough the last 3 games, who do you see being the leader going into next year?
Well, I think I couldn't probably single anybody out. The whole team, the team has been functional now for a number of weeks. And what I mean by that is, you know, we've looked dangerous, we've scored goals. We've kept clean sheets, and it's a case in cup football of on the night, you know, being at your very best on the night. You know, and you can't really, I mean, they didn't gift us nothing. They didn't really give us anything. You know, we had to work damn hard to get into areas of the pitch. We gifted them something, and I think that'll be the biggest disappointment. But all the players care. I mean, you'll always see my teams on this field and away from home giving everything. You know, it's what we do, it's what I do. And like I say, if we'd have come out here tonight and not created anything or not had a lot of the ball, I'd be very disappointed. But we did. We had a lot of the ball, and I actually thought we was going to score. I actually thought we were going to score. Keeper pulled off a couple of great saves. But when you give a team something, they've always got a little bit more to hold on to. So that's the key. In the next big games we play, and they're all going to be big games, we've got to be watertight at the back, and also have more of a cutting edge when we get in and around the 18-yard box.
One more question, Coach. Everyone that comes here, they talk about how great the crowd is here in Sacramento.
Yeah.
We know you're pushing to get a new stadium here, and Sacramento really supported this organization. What word would you have to leave with them? Even though they're disappointed tonight, there's always hope again for next year. What do you want to say to the fans that have shown up in droves this year to support your organization?
Well, I'm looking around now, and they're still here, and they stayed behind, and they were singing as the players went over. We did a lap of honour, so to speak. We walked the whole way around the field, and me and the players know what the fans mean to the club and what they mean to us, and we show our gratitude through good and bad and indifferent, you know. And I think it's a real sign of success that we're disappointed to lose against LA2 in a playoff. I think we've come a long way in a couple of years. It's about building, it's about pushing on, and it's about trying to win the conference next year. We had an opportunity to win it. We actually had a golden opportunity to win it. But football's about momentum. And what we've got to try and do next season is hit the ground running, find a style of play that is going to create chances. I think we've done that. Now we need to learn to put them away.
Thank you very much.
Cheers. Thank you very much.